Obviously, the effort of the kids was tremendous to be able to come back from that type of deficit. As a credit to their effort. We've talked about it the entire season. I alluded to it last week before our break. I says we've continued to bounce back from adversity. We haven't always capitalized on it, but they've continued to battle. You look at East Carolina. We lost huge the first two games, and although we lost the third game, we were right there, 7th, 8th inning. That only happens because kids don't give up. Last week against Tulane, we get beat by a lot. I don't know what it was, but a tremendous amount, a lot of runs on Saturday, and yet it's 2-1 in the 8th inning. Now we didn't finish the job in those days, but it just shows you the focus of these kids, that they're continuing to battle and get everything they have. And tonight was just another example of that. And fortunately for the kids, that they came out on top.
In regards to Kiko's home run there, I'm sure you're watching it from the dugout. Was there a little concern that it was going to be hooking foul there, or were you pretty confident that it was going over?
No,
when you were watching it?
I was. To be honest, I was pretty confident. I thought my initial thought, I knew that he got it pretty good, and I was pretty confident it was going to be fair ball.
How important was the bottom of the 4th inning just to get something on the board and get rolling?
I mean, it was huge. It was huge. To be honest with you, I'm getting tired of giving up these big innings, on defense. And I told our kids that it's momentum. You guys have heard me say this. Momentum is everything in college baseball. It's absolutely everything in college baseball. And they had some momentum early, and we needed to get the momentum back, and we did. To be honest, I thought a big point in the game was when I went out there on 2-0 and talked to DJ Hicks. All of a sudden we put up a couple runs there, and then on the first batter you go 2-0. You can't do that. Now all of a sudden you're giving them a chance for momentum. So to be honest with you, look, obviously I'm extremely proud of the kids. It is an unbelievable team effort to battle back from 9-10 runs down is awesome. But we got to eliminate the big inning. Momentum can also be negative on that side, and our pitchers have to learn to stop the momentum in a negative light from a pitching standpoint. Otherwise, we're going to continue to be in deficits. You know what? And Justin Weiss is a senior, and Austin Hudson's a junior. At some point, you got to step off the mound and make a big pitch. I don't care how your arm feels, what your mechanics are. Step off the mound and make a big pitch. It doesn't matter. You got to slow the game down. And I didn't see that out of them tonight. So it's a concern of mine that we have in our pitching staff, but we need to address it.
DJ Hicks, talk about him and what he was able to do in the later innings for you on the mound.
Yeah, did a great job. I mean, obviously, he's continuing to do a very good job for that. As of late, has come in and put some zeros up. We talk about it a lot as no rebounds. No rebounds means offensively, when we put up a couple runs, we got to put up a 0. And that's all about momentum. And DJ did that, and DJ did a great job for us tonight.
They've been playing hard, but the results haven't always been there. You think this game could be a turning point for not only the season, but the program in general?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, I don't. The kids. All I can ask is every day that their work ethic is there, and their desire is there, and their energy and focus is there. And it's been there all the time. There hasn't been one day that we've showed up here that I question that. These kids are still giving it all they have. But when you give all you have, it is what it is. That's not going to be a turning point. Our talent is talent. And we're continuing to work hard. So I hope it's momentum. I hope it continues to create some momentum, and we'll see.
This was, I guess, actually your first meeting against Stetson. You had the game that was called. Any thoughts on, I guess, you're 1-0 against your former head coach, Pete Dunn? So there you go.
Obviously Stetson's a great program, and I tell anybody you play in the state of Florida during the week is good. That's the truth. Anybody you play in the middle of the week in Florida is good. Look, Stetson's a great program. Pete Dunn was a mentor to me. The guys went over 1,000 games, done a great job there. So, he would tell you the same thing if he was standing here. But when it comes game time, he's doing one thing, and that's trying to beat me, and I'm trying to beat him too. But listen, it's a great competition. Those guys are actually very good friends of mine.
Hicks pitched well, then gave up that home run there. And you pulled him. Was he tired? Did you see something that you needed some reach in there?
Well, I didn't have to say anything. I wanted to give him a batter. I had Weech ready right at the beginning. As soon as we hit the home run, I had Weech ready. And I wanted to see just kind of where he was. It was a long inning. We scored some runs out of it, so it was an extended long inning. Weech traditionally is better when coming in against hitters. I mean, his track record is he's better when there's runners on base as opposed to starting an inning fresh. So that was my whole thought process. The reality of it is, I guess he kind of started the inning fresh because there's nobody on base. But I thought DJ, maybe it was a little bit long inning, didn't have quite the velocity. But listen, he did an unbelievable job for us tonight.
Appreciate it.
Thanks
a lot, Coach.